My landlady is out of the house tonight, so I'm pet sitting and I get to watch her Netflix because I don't have Netflix. And so I watched Cover Up by Mark Obenhaus and Laura Poitras. And it is the portrait of the career of Seymour Hersh, the investigative journalist that has uncovered so many stories that have been covered up. And it just jumped out on me to come on here and say that, maybe if you have Netflix, you should watch this movie instead of, watch Stranger Things tomorrow or something, because it is really something that's happening right now. It shows in the history of the past 50, 60 years since the Vietnam War, things that have gone on that well, you should be aware of. And that are still going on and are going on in the streets right today. So before you go out and confront individually the ICE or these Border Patrol agents or whoever the fuck they are, you might want to watch this movie and get a little bit of more enlightenment about what you're dealing with, the kind of violence and sadomasochism you're dealing with these people, and what you're setting yourself up for, because they are itching and they get enjoyment from murdering these people, from firing their guns. Bam, 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 bam. It starts out when when he's uncovering the story of the My Lai massacre. Do we know what the My Lai massacre was? I mean, I know some people are younger here and haven't gone through these stories. Well, the My Lai massacre was when a good guy like Lieutenant Calley, a young man, 26 years old, was in Vietnam, and they go into a village in Vietnam and they round up the people and murder them all, men, women, and children. They're shooting babies. They're throwing babies up into the air and getting them, catching them with their bayonets. I mean, that's what's gone on, and and then later I'm going to just focus on these two things. I think, or where the violence in regular people, in soldiers, in recruits, in people who have been entitled by the military to carry out these acts of violence, will do it and enjoy doing it and photograph themselves doing it. Like there is the situation with Abu Ghraib. Now, Abu Ghraib, seems like not kind of recent to a person like me, as old as me, but this is, 21 years ago now that the story was uncovered by Seymour Hersh and others with the photos of what went on in this prison in Iraq, where soldiers, young soldiers, lovely young women, tortured these prisoners that they had rule over. They set dogs on them. They threatened to rape them. They raped them. They made them stand naked. They probed them anally with broom handles, so forth. So this is the kind of energy that is out roaming the streets in the USA right now. And you might want to be aware of what kind of people we are dealing with here and how you have to be careful in dealing with them. You don't, the wife who's like trying to insulting the guy's manhood. Oh yeah, big boy, come at me, that kind of stuff. That does not work. That is not going to back them off. That is going to make them shoot your wife, just like we saw. I mean, I'm not blaming her for doing it. I'm blaming these guys, and I'm blaming the sadistic energy of the USA for doing it. But be aware that this is what we have out here now. And this is what has, this is not new. This has gone on for many, many years through many, many administrations. It's not just Trump. Yeah, okay, it's brought home now, and it's brought home in this really very horrible way, but it's also a distraction of what's been going on, sanctioned and financed by the USA for decades, and more recently the slaughter of Gaza. Of the murder, the bombing of all dwellings. Now they're out in the freezing cold, in the rain, with no place to live and no food. After being starved for decades, and children being shot, everybody being shot, marked with now they have AI detecting people and telling the soldiers who the targets and who is okay to kill and who is okay not to kill, and this is what's coming here now, and this is what we're dealing with, and I don't know how to deal with it, but I'm saying you can't go out and try to intimidate these guys and have them back down, because they're just going to start shooting. And they are capable of machine gunning a whole crowd when it comes down to it. And then declaring martial law because of all the terrorists in the streets. And then canceling the midterm elections. And then what are you going to do? You're not even going to have the useless liberals come in and say, "Oh yeah, well maybe we should back off a little bit," because it's not going to stop. I'm afraid this is it. So Cover Up is an amazing, really great documentary, and if you're not going out in the street to fight ICE, whatever you're doing, but you should check out this movie and check out the wonderful work that Seymour Hersh has done all through the years. But it just after watching, and how he says it toward the end, it's like this is, we have a culture of incredible violence, and we do. And it's worse now than it's ever been, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Just like that. I mean, people out in the below zero temperatures now trying to stop it, and it's not going to stop. I don't know how it. I'm not saying don't demonstrate, but don't do anything to try to intimidate them, and thinking they're going to back down, thinking you can insult their manhood, and they're going to go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I shouldn't do that because it's not manly to do." No, they're going to come at you and murder you, just like we've seen already, and we're going to see more of. And I just so Cover Up is on Netflix. Seymour Hersh is still around. He has Substack. And there are a lot of other stories that are covered in the documentary, like MK Ultra, mind control, and all the stuff that's gone on with the CIA. I mean, this secret organization, a secret organization with a secret budget that's rampages around the world, and the coup in Chile, and now other coups that were causing and doing, and always supporting the worst people on the planet who support our corporate structure, and enough.